Just hold it. Slam dunked it. Working already. What a shot.
That's just watching you.
Really, really nice.
I knew you were a genius. I mean, it's that much difference, probably.
Yeah. Really good. That's a much better line of strength.
I'll tell you that story about Brian Clough in the bar later, because we haven't got time, because it's a golf video.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well and welcome back to the channel. Now, today I've got a very special guest, footballing legend, Dean Saunders. Dean,
my pleasure. My pleasure. I'm excited because I'm not the best chipper, and I've been watching all your videos.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to.
So we'll see what.
Well, when I leave, I'm going to be better than when I came. Hopefully.
Well, I'm sure you will be, in terms of hopefully a more intelligent golfer, in terms of club selection, but also technically. You say you get a few poor strikes is the issue for you, isn't it? Consistency of strike and flight, you were saying.
Yeah. Well, everyone I play with, and I'm not just saying it, everybody seems to chip more balls stiff than I do.
Okay.
Everybody seems to putt better than me as well.
Yeah. We're going to have a look at your putting at the end, so stay tuned for that, yeah.
But basically, I watch your videos and I understand that the trajectory of your ball coming off the club allows you to pick a spot on the green.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I don't know how it's going to come off.
So you feel like your flight's all over the place, so you can't feel the shot, hence why it doesn't get particularly close. Right, let's have a look. I haven't seen you play any shots yet at all. We've just been chatting football so far, which has been great, by the way, and we'll chat a little bit football in the video. Now, we're going to just play for this front pin here. The greens are pretty quick at the moment. So, what would you use here ordinarily?
56.
Yeah.
And good luck.
Okay, right, let's see.
It's obviously going right to left.
Going
so I
right
try
to left, and it's downhill a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm aiming right.
Okay.
But I would aim probably a yard right of the flag.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay. Do you use your 56 mainly, or is that just for this particular shot you would use 56?
Yeah, I'm hopeless with all of them.
Okay, right, okay.
So it doesn't matter what club I use, but yeah. Normally I pick my 56 up.
Okay. Yep. All right. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what you've picked up from the videos. So a little clean, a little to the right. Let's have a few more.
I do things like that on a regular basis.
Yeah. So do you get heavy strikes as you hit the ground before the ball quite a bit at times, and then sometimes you'll get one clean as well? Would they be the
yeah, I just feel like I've got no touch.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's the equivalent of a footballer who's got he's got a trampoline in his foot.
You haven't, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm
a big believer, Dean, in short game in particular. When you get technically good, the feel comes in, the touch comes in. Your technique is a little bit out. Right. So once we get the technique better, your feel will get better. I can promise you that. Have a few more. Good. One more. Video this one. Okay, right, back pin. What are you using to that back pin? So you can play 2 to the back pin for me.
I'd use the same club.
Same club, okay. Right.
Just hit it a bit harder.
Okay, so yeah,
fat.
Really heavy. One more.
Look at that.
Good, right. Okay, so I know what you're doing. We can make massive improvements, I think, in a very short space of time for you.
Okay.
I've videoed a couple which I can show you, but it's done this side. So you've set up very well in terms of this chip and run release one. I like the stance. I love how you're standing with that ball position just back of centre. I like the narrow stance, the left foot flaring. Shaft angle's pretty good. You are a little bit, you're pushing your weight forward, and you are getting the sort of right shoulder a bit too low. So what we've got to get a better feel for is how we get that left shoulder more over the hip that way. So we create this pivot line that I call, which runs from the shoulder through the hip, through the knee and into the foot there. So we're really creating that strong line at address. The biggest issue you've got on your swing is you go under plane. You roll it quite a bit inside the line, okay? The reason that you do that in terms of setup, it's a little bit too with this right shoulder, but you're really quite close with your forearm alignment. So your alignment is over here. Your feet alignment is excellent, So you did question your alignment in the beginning, didn't you? You're getting like this, you see. Okay, so if I set up like you are, I'm exaggerating a bit, but this way, you can see how easy it is for me to pull it in here. Now what happens when you're swinging too much from the inside? Obviously all your balls are finished to the right of the pin, every single one there. So your swing path is too far this way, but also the low point gets brought way back here. And that's why you're getting these sort of scruffy strikes like that. You see that go out to the right, and it's just you're going to get heavy and thin shots. Depending a bit on weather conditions, when it's softer you'll probably hit more heavy ones, and when it's drier at the moment it will just bounce and you will get that sort of thin strike. So essentially your angle of attack is too shallow and your swing path is too far from the inside. So we need to steepen it and get the path more left, and the strike's just going to get a lot better. So we're going to really work on this left side, get this left arm in, right arm higher, and then really make sure when you're backswing that you get this feeling of the left shoulder pushing the shaft away. So the hands out, the club head's outside your hands, and then from there I'll get you moving onto it this way, and you will start to strike proper chip shots for the first time in a few years. Or
Hopefully, yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Well, I was always like obsessed with my, when I was a striker, obviously, so I was always obsessed with my technique, and I used to stand out on the training ground for hours and hours, and or I'd find a wall, and I would hit the ball against the wall, and obviously it comes back with interest. And when I was at Swansea as a kid, the wall was the gents' toilets behind the North Bank stand, and there was all glass on top of the wall and barbed wire.
Yeah.
So if I lifted the ball would go out the ground and somebody'd nick it before I get round to get it. So I sort of taught myself how to hit down on the ball and like get my left shoulder down. So I was always like a bit obsessed with my technique.
Good. And then from that you were a very skillful player. Everyone knows you're a very skillful striker. So you worked on your technique, which then the skill then developed from that, didn't it?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same in golf.
And I'm a bit like, so that's why I watch your videos, because I'm like obviously interested in all sorts of technique.
Yeah. Good. Well, let's get you up into the ball. I think we can make some really nice improvements here. So you set up to the ball. Forget everything I've just said and just set up to it. Okay, don't hit it. Right. You see what I mean about where these arms, you're actually a bit better this time, but see where you mean about these arms are pointing? Generally you're over here.
Right.
Okay, you're over there, which makes you swing too far this way. So we want that ball position just to move back a little bit more than that. We're really looking for the heels to be a little bit closer together as well. One club head between the middle of your feet, one golf ball between the heels, and two between your toes. All right, so you can't forget that. Ball position just inside your right heel for this chip and release one. Now you set up to it from there. That's looking quite good now. I want to get this left shoulder a little bit lower. Does that feel a bit more left than normal?
Yeah.
And I want to feel like this left arm is in, like into your here.
Right.
So this right arm feels higher.
Yeah.
And more on top, yeah?
Yeah.
More on top really is the quite way to think about it. That's looking a lot better. Let me take a picture there. How does that feel?
I'm going to fall over.
Okay, good. That's so much better. Just quickly look at this. This is where you were at the beginning.
Oh,
Can you see how?
Yeah.
Just pause that. You can see how that was like.
Yeah.
Way inside. Look.
Yeah.
Okay, way out of sync. But you can see at your address, you can see your left forearm there, and I don't want to see that left forearm.
Right.
I want that to be totally tucked in, that right arm much higher. But you see it rolls in.
Yeah.
Swing path is way to the right. You're hitting 3 inches behind the ball, and you're not getting around the corner.
Right.
But this setup, for me, like world-class basics is what it's just all about. There's no reason you shouldn't be able to set up the ball as well as Rory or Scotty Scheffler or whoever, right? Obviously, you might have an excuse why you might not swing as well as them, but you should be able to set up as well as them. And at the moment, I'd say you were 4 out of 10 setup. You're now looking 10 out of 10. All right?
Right.
So you get there. Right arm higher, weight more left. Nice, brilliant. That's superb. So this new setup should lend itself for you taking the club more in front of you, more like that. See there?
Yeah.
Does that feel different?
Yeah.
You see how the shaft lock is an extension of your arm?
Yeah.
Whereas at the moment you're in here.
Right.
So you've got a lot of work to do from there.
Yeah.
Whereas from there, all you've got to do is turn back onto it, and then you're this way.
Right.
And this feeling of coming around the corner is very new for you, because you've always swung way out here. Yeah, you basically swung that way.
Yeah.
And we're now going there, more here.
Right.
All right. So why don't I sort of move you for the first few? You might feel a bit odd, but let's just that's better. Okay, let's hit a few together before we go in your own side. Right, does that feel different?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get a few. That's better noise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Let's not worry about where it's going. Let's just get that noise and get that feeling of the correct swing plane and the rotation. Does that feel different through the ball?
Yeah.
Do you feel me moving this hip onto it? Yeah. I'm just going to do a little bit better in that backswing. I wasn't quite getting that left arm working better enough. Okay, here we go. There we go.
Oh.
There you go. That was more in front of you. That was a better backswing. Okay, right. Set up to the ball on your own this time, and take your right hand off the club altogether, and then just push your left arm away. That's interesting. See how nice that plane is doing that? You go a little bit further.
Yeah.
What do you feel when you do that? When you go left hand only?
At the minute, I feel like my arms are coming away from my body.
Okay. Yeah. That's the feel and real aspect. That's probably a decent feel for you. It's not really doing that, but that would be definitely your feel.
Right.
But when you, if you take your right hand off again, holding your left, that's it. When you do your normal backswing, you're in there somewhere. How's that wrist feeling now?
Yeah. Rolling.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Does it feel like you can feel the weight of the club, yeah?
Yeah.
But if we go like that, does the club feel lighter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want. I'm also going to put a rod down here to encourage the club head to stay outside. So if we go, we'll go for this first pin actually, just to really nail it to begin with. So I want you to practice, put a rod halfway between your feet and the ball. The hands stay this side of the rod, but your club head, which is massive for you, has to stay outside the rod.
Okay.
Because before it was doing that, and then it was doing that, whereas now it's there, and then we can turn onto it.
Okay.
So show me your perfect backswing and stop. Well done, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And then from there you rotate onto the ball. Much better rotation. See how it's coming out straighter?
Yeah. Same flight.
Yeah. And all the flight control and the spin control, really good stuff, but it's all byproduct of just better technical performance, okay, which comes from setup through understanding that swing plane. So we're getting much more ball first contact now rather than that scruffy one you were getting. Right, here we go. So it's left shoulder. Really feel like it's the back of the left shoulder as the initiator. Like that. That ignites it.
Right.
Rather than at the moment, I think you've always started with your hands.
Yeah.
So it's the left shoulder to there.
Yeah.
And then that way. And then you got that perfect release one on the left hip.
Right.
Amazing. How's that noise, eh? Very good.
I knew you were a genius.
That is a noise that we want. That is ball first, really crisp, striking it fantastic. We'll work on distance control and feel, and we'll do that when we know we got the strike. Amazing. Well done, Dean. That's brilliant.
Because I used to practice every day, and then I used to get strikers when I was coaching who stay out for ages.
Yeah.
I said, you know, if you hit 250 balls and you're hitting them all over the bar, you're just practicing getting it wrong. You're getting really good at getting it wrong. So I've been practicing chipping, and my club's been going inside.
That's it. And what happens is you actually become quite good at your fault, and you kind of make it work sometimes. So you think you just need to practice more because there's the occasional good one in there.
Yeah.
You know, golf does that. It dangles a little carrot, doesn't it? It kind of like, well, you can do it. But to be able to do it 10 times out of 10, which at your level, 9 handicap, by the way, 9 handicap, good player, you have to be able to hit this basic chip 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, in terms of strike, the feel and the touch, that will come. I promise you it will come. I'm not even too bothered about that today. I just want to get you a strike. I know that if you then practice the right strike, it will just all come. The feel will come, like it did in your early days playing football.
Yeah.
Right, a few more, and then we'll start just taking it to that back pin. Really good, that's it. Can you feel it now? You see, you're not rolling here, you're going here, yeah?
Yeah.
Shoulder. And gently rotate to the target from there. Great, good. Now, you've hit about 4 or 5 really good strikes in a row now, so let's actually, I know this is quite a tough pin because it is so quick. They've just top dressed the green stage, so it's really quick. This would be your landing spot for this shot. Now you're playing it correctly at the right flight. So use your eyes a little bit to try and like paint the picture, like Tiger talks about all the times in his interview, like you've got to paint the picture of the shot. So where am I landing it? Where's the first bounce with a bit of check, and then how's it running out to the hole? So I've just been watching you hit those last few shots, and I know we're massively just working on technique now, but you're just looking at the pin. aren't you, the whole time? You're not actually thinking about how the ball gets to the pin.
No.
So start to focus on that. The next few shots, let's just see if the eyes can give you a bit more of a touch for it.
So if I aim for that.
Yeah, just over that, yeah, just over that. Great saying you can always remember in terms of painting the picture is you want to be glancing at the pin, but you glare at your landing spot. So you glare and glance.
Right.
Okay? So you really look at that, but be interested in the pin, but be more interested in where you're landing it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
There we go. Now you're starting to get a bit of touch. I think you're pretty good from 2 feet, aren't you?
I'll hold that putt, but I don't normally get. The one that's on the right is where I normally end up,
Yeah.
and then I miss.
Well, look, short game's a mathematics game. If you're hitting them to 2 feet, you know you're probably going to hole 98 out of 100. But once you get to that 5 feet, it's going to be down at 50% or whatever, isn't it? It's just all about getting it nice and tight. And that came from better technique, but you painted a picture. You saw the shot. I think when you play football, and you took a lot of sort of dead balls, didn't you? Like, let's say you were taking a free kick or penalty. I guess you really did paint the picture of where you wanted the ball to go first in your mind.
If I was hitting a free kick over the wall,
Yeah.
and that second white flag's the post,
Yeah.
and the wall's in front of me, I'd probably be looking at the tree,
Yeah.
thinking,
Start it there.
if I shut my body and turn and hook my right foot, wrap my right foot around the ball,
Yeah.
and then it's how you get it to go up and down.
Yeah.
So there has to be top spin on the ball and a bit of side spin.
That's it. So you'll paint the picture in your mind first.
I never
and then
scored
it
one.
comes through to you.
But I knew the
But the
idea.
intent was
the
good.
idea was right. Yeah.
Right, gosh,
yeah.
couple more.
Right.
Brilliant swing play. And I mean, you just slowed down a little bit there, but it's okay again. And this is what I'm really keen on as well. It's not about suddenly developing a perfect strike. Like, a lot of the pros miss it their shots all the time like that, and you would bet you wouldn't notice on television. But they've just cut that a little bit heavy. But because we had enough good ingredients in setup and playing, crucially, you've got away with it. Now, the reason it wasn't perfect, if you're interested, it just lacked a little bit of speed. Like, you've got to keep a little bit more purpose with the chest. Yeah, but I know it's difficult because you're pulling your landing spot back. So just do the same again, a little bit more conviction with the chest. There you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
There you go. Told you it wouldn't take long.
I can't believe they're coming out the same height.
Yeah.
I've never done that. I've always like chip one, scoop one up in the
Yeah.
air.
Let me
thinned
show you
a
why.
few.
Look. So look, where's your old one? I'll just hit a couple. So when you're, if I was you, and you've clearly got a decent feel for the game, so your instinct's trying to work it out. But if I go in shot like this and I go in here, I've got to work my right hand. You see?
Yeah.
I'm going to get thin shots like that. I'm going to get some where I just get it. Okay? But I'm going to get high ones, I'm going to hit low ones. If I've got a good swing plane, which is what you've got now, and we're getting that strike, you see that flight every time. Just low,
Yeah.
checks and runs out every time. And you want to be trying to make these. You know, that's how you should be looking at it in terms of how you're reading it.
Yeah.
Good. Right, a couple to the back pin then. I would actually, I know you said you like to use a 56. I wouldn't advise you use 56 here. Let's give that a go with, wouldn't mind a 52, but I'm going to, you've got a gap here as well. What have you got in the bag here? You've got
Gap wedge.
So this is like a, that must be
I've
like
never
a,
hit that yet.
You haven't got a pitching wedge in the bag?
I have.
Oh, you have got a wedge
Yeah.
in the bag. Let's use the wedge. So you've got a 52 and a gap, which is pretty much the same loft, by
Same
the way.
club in it, yeah.
Yeah. Right, pitching wedge. So, reason I'm saying a pitching wedge, you could land this, because the greens are quick, you can land this around about 1/3 of the way with a pitching wedge, which would be here. Same flight, it'll land here, it'll get to the hole. 56, you've got to hit that 3/4 of the way through the air. Now you're spinning it properly. And if you just think about it logically, if you were going to throw a ball, you wouldn't throw it 3/4 of the way there, you'd probably bowl it, wouldn't you? To get it close.
Yeah.
Let's keep flight down and land it here. Great noise, great ball flight. And there we go. Much better. But you also got the right club in your hand because your golfing IQ is going up.
Yeah, for the first time ever, I actually thought to myself there, it's the same chip.
Brilliant. Yeah.
But it's just going to go flatter.
So does it make sense if I say, I want you to keep the same setup, same swing, even the same speed and length of swing, but if you change the loft you use, that will change the speed of the ball. But if you think about it, that's just a much simpler way of chipping. So if the pin was another 10 yards on, I might give you a little 8 iron. And you used to do the same thing with an 8, and then the ball speed increases. You hear it?
Yeah.
There you go.
That's better than I could ever do normally.
From that distance, that's what, 4 or 5 feet? Just getting up that high side a little bit more. Okay, I just want to see, I think you can hold this. I just want to get it up just a little more right. Let's let this break, move it back. The left shoulder pushes it away, little rotation. What a swing plane. Just slow down a bit again, slightly. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a good bad one though.
Yeah.
Wish my bad ones went that close. Right, I'm going to move.
That's hard game golf, isn't it?
I know,
It's a hard game.
isn't it? Yeah, it keeps you humble, doesn't it? Just notice your stance. You're starting to get quite open with this foot. I want the foot flaring, but I actually want the toes in line.
You know, like that, right?
Yeah, that's it. We want everything square.
Right.
Okay. So here we go. Take it away. So I'm not going to hit it, so I'll just do it.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Right. Just want to go for a feel. Don't worry about the ball. So take it away. Stop. So this is what I want you to get a little bit better at. As you come in round, you're just turning around the corner this way. So you had a right shoulder and a right hip turn onto the ball.
Right.
Yeah. You spent a long time doing this. Under.
Right.
I call it under. You've got to feel like you're more over.
Right.
Yeah. Brilliant. That's the best strike today. Because you're more on top of it. Loving it.
Yeah. I've been in agony for about 2 years.
Have you?
Yeah.
How often do you play and practice?
All the time. I can't.
Do you love it? And you
I haven't
remember
played since
at,
yesterday.
Delamere, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which is a great
Yeah.
golf course. Proper
It is.
old school golf
Yeah.
course, isn't it?
But like I said, I mean, if I miss the green, I'm walking up to my ball thinking, I know I'm not going to get this close.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to miss the putt. A bit negative.
It is a bit negative.
Yeah.
But now we've got new hope, and you're painting
Yeah.
the picture. Come on, let's really get this one close. You've got a right club in your hand, you've got the right technique. Left shoulder pushes the club away, and a gentle rotation through. Well played, Dean. That's superb. Here we go. This one could go in. Break. Little firm, but love it.
Yeah. But they're coming out the same way all
Yep.
the time.
Totally. Very good. Right, does that make sense? So
Yeah.
we'll play some slightly higher shots now,
Okay.
and I'm winging it in the bunker as well.
Okay.
Right, Dean, so we're going to work on the soft landing shots, this front pin, okay, which you say when you have less green to work with, that's a challenge sometimes as well, yeah?
Yeah, I wouldn't know like whether to bump it up this bank or
Yeah.
chip it over the bank.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how high the ball was coming off my club.
All right, well, we'll have a look. Just before we do it, let's have a little chat about your football career, because you had an amazing career, didn't you? You played for teams like Aston Villa and Derby and Liverpool and Galatasaray, and obviously Wales' sort of main striker for many, many years. Scored lots of amazing goals. Do you have any sort of real big moments or, you know, goals that you would really sort of stick out there as your favourite?
Yeah, there's different types of goals. There's important goals. There was my bread and butter goals, which I earned a living from.
Yeah.
Spectacular goals. But I got released from Swansea when I was 18.
Yeah.
Free transfer.
Yeah, really.
By John Bond.
Yeah.
And then I got released from Cardiff
Yeah.
by Alan Durbin
Yeah.
within a short period of time. So I had to go on trial to Brighton.
Uh-huh.
And I was like 19 then, probably 18, 19. So I was that far away from being a plumber or something,
Really?
doing something. Well, I was
And
that far away.
And you were considering that? Yeah, you had to, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you need a bit of luck.
Yeah.
And I got a bit of luck. I think Alan Bailey, the centre forward at Brighton, I got a contract at Brighton. I was on 60 quid a week, 70 quid a week in the Championship.
Wow.
And I was 5th choice.
Yeah.
And there was Terry Connor, Justin Fashanu, Mick Ferguson, Alan Bailey, all the older viewers will remember them. And I was 5th choice, and I just happened to be on the bench and first game, and he called me on, and Alan twisted his ankle, and I scored. And then I scored in the next game.
And then
then I was in the team.
Yeah.
And I scored 7 in 7. And
yeah, wow.
after getting released from Swansea, I thought, I can't.
And then the
I got
confidence
picked for Wales.
changes, and then you're in Wales. Yeah, and you're amazing through Wales. I mean, you've got to keep trying to play. So a lot in this situation here, you was, I'll get the putter out, and I'll just sort of make a contact, rather than trying to play the right shot.
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely.
I might putt this.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No.
Right. So you got, what have you got? You got a 60 and a 56. What would you use here? Less green.
60.
You go 60. Fine. There you go. Let's have a look. Lie's pretty good.
Right. So
when
my
I
other
say like
setup,
release 2, you've seen my releases and how to tip a little higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not hold the club too tight.
Good.
And more or less feel like you're scooping it. But
Okay,
keep
they're
turning.
your words, but yeah, I like it. I know what you mean. Oh, there we go. That's nice. That landed soft. Okay, one more.
It's a bit of a miss hit.
Okay, so one more for me. So that's nice. Do you feel like you turn better onto that?
I turned all the way through.
That's what you've not been doing, I don't think, before when you're trying to play these shots. That's coming from what we just trained in terms of the rotation. So let's just keep this really simple. All I want you to do is move that ball position forward, widen the stance a bit, and put the shaft angle in line with the back of the ball. So we're not leaning it anymore, because I want to keep the loft on. I might get you into a 56 to play this shot, but at the moment you've got a 60, which we can go with that for now. In terms of backswing, you've really got to keep working on getting that club more in front of you, starting to wander in a bit, longer swing. And I want you to feel like your backswing is going to get longer, like it's a little on the short side at the moment. Then all I want you to think about, grip pressure is important, but all I want you to think about is the turn. So I want you to really get the club in front and then get it round. You see I'm rotating around, and that's how you get it to land really, really softly like that. Okay, more in front of you, slightly longer, and focus on the turn. The release will happen for free because of the plane we're putting it on and the grip pressure. So more in front, more around. We are looking here to land the club. I mean, I hit that about sole width behind the ball. I could sense it, and that's what allowed the club to slide underneath it. So in terms of your feel and understanding of this shot, what we're not really looking to do here is get ball first contact, because it will just come out a little too hot. If the lie's okay, and if we don't have the lie, we'd play something lower into the bank, or we might even get a putter out. But if the lie's okay, as in there's a little bit of grass under the ball, I want you to land it before and keep turning and slide it underneath the ball. And that's why we might not need the 60, because it might come off almost too soft like the first two did. All right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Just move the ball to the left heel, a bit wider in the stance there. So both feet back this way, another inch or so, holding the ball forward. That's it. Really good. And I want you to really take the club head. It's going to feel to you like you're going out towards the practice bag there, right up there, okay?
Right.
And then really from there, turn, keep turning. The other little thing as well, sorry, Dean. You put the club down. I don't want you putting the club right back here.
It's a habit I've got.
Yeah, just try and get a little closer, okay? That's brilliant. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Very good. You were braver then, you got it back. What's this alignment? Remember I said that when you get your feet in line, you're over.
All right, yeah.
A bit more, keep going. That's it. That's lovely, there you go. Brilliant, there we go. Do you sense you hit that before the ball?
Yeah.
And it just slid underneath it. And we got you set up neat and tidy, like you don't want to be way open with your feet, which you tend to do. That's beautiful. Now, how did that feel? Look at the difference in how that ball was like hanging in the air. It was like just defying gravity. Yeah?
I can't, my swing's just longer and miles longer than it's like, than it was.
Yeah. Longer and freer, yeah?
To only chip it to there and to swing that long.
Yeah. You've got to be brave.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Look at that. Landed like a bag of sugar. Very good. Now suddenly then, throw a curveball at you. You've got that lie. Anything you would look at or be concerned about?
I don't think I can play that shot.
Good. Because what, it will kick too much and you'll blade it?
Yeah, I think I'd thin it.
Because it's sitting down, isn't it?
Yeah.
You see that? So it's sitting in a hole.
Yeah.
So, what do you think the workaround that is?
I just move it.
Just nudge it.
No.
You got the right foot.
Just do that. No, I'd probably have to try and run it up the bank.
Yeah, I think you've just about got enough green here. You could do that shot we just did, a release one chip around with the 60 though this time, with the ball a little bit further back, and I think you could land that on the green and still check it and you'd be okay. You wouldn't need to use the bank with that club. There you go. Got a good strike.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the IQ side of it. That's like the clever stuff. Looking at the lie and adapting.
Yeah.
Much more in front of you. There you go. I mean, if you can play from divots, there's no such thing as a bad lie, okay? You just got to understand how to adapt. So how's your bunker play?
Again, I can't judge the distance.
Okay.
Sometimes it always comes out low.
Yeah.
And sometimes I hit it, well, not sometimes, a lot, I'll hit it through the green.
Okay.
And end up with a 7.
Yeah, it's a killer, that, isn't it? When you thin it, it goes over.
Yeah.
That is a killer. Right, let's go and have a look. Let's figure it out. Right, we're in the bunker, Dean. Now, tell me about your bunker play. What would you say you struggle? We just had a chat there off camera. You're saying you're struggling a bit off different types of sand, like whether it's tight sand or fluffy sand, and
both really. I just don't know. That ball you just hit there, I could never hit that high. And common sense tells me I must be leaning, shaft leaning it, if it's not coming out, because I've watched you coaching people, but I still can't seem to do it.
Right, let me watch you play a couple, as you normally would. Oh, he's working on it. Just hold it. Slam dunked it. Working already. What a shot.
That's just watching you.
That's gone straight down.
Believe that. It's gone straight in.
Unbelievable. How good is that? When's the last time you slam dunked one?
It was a good shot as well, wasn't it? It was a lucky one.
I mean, it wanted to go. It would have spun and maybe come back.
You know, you get lucky strikes at football and it bobbles and it goes in the top corner. I hit that one as good as I've ever hit one.
Do you? How do we follow that?
Should we move on to like driving the ball or something?
How can I improve that?
Surely I can't do it again.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's better.
Honest to God, I was just watching you.
Yeah. Look at this, absolute exhibition stuff. Well done, this is great.
I'm not normally like this.
What about?
It's because I've been watching you. Yeah. It's because of the chipping you've been showing me how to do it.
Well, you got the swing plane there was good, and you're rotating through very, very well indeed. So, I'm going to make it tougher because you're showing how good you are. Right, so you're saying you struggle sometimes when there's less sand.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
What would you do there? Would you change anything ordinarily or just play it?
I think to myself, if I hit a 60-degree wedge there, it'll bounce and I'll scull it.
Yes. That's
through the back.
What would happen, yeah.
And I've got to probably, don't open the face, probably keep the face square.
Okay, yeah.
So the
lead edge is
it goes
longer.
in, no bounce.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good. Let's see it then. And there we go,
There
we got
goes.
too much to the ball. Yeah, but that wasn't bouncing, that was just because you got too much to the ball. Let me show you how I would play this one. I wouldn't have the face square, I would open the club face, but then lean the shaft.
Right.
Then you can still hit 1 to 2 inches before the ball. And just think about it this way, when you've got the perfect lie, which you had there, and just amazing bunker shots you were hitting, your depth of divot was the same from the front to the back. You see that? Same depth. And that's what I work on all the time. Like when I'm working on my bunker play, I just want to see a consistent depth. If the sand is a nice amount of sand. What I don't want from this type of lie is a consistent depth. I want my divot to get deeper as it's getting longer. So if you just remember that, and whenever you go in the bunker and you analyse the lie, just think about how do I need to change the depth of that divot. So basically you've got to get steeper. So I've got that lie, I'm opening the face, but I'm leaning the handle forward. And I'm getting my left shoulder much lower. What you were doing very well from the soft sand is you were going this way. So I talk about reversing the upper body. So you go forward with the lower, back with the upper from soft sand. But now it's compact sand, we want everything to go this way. Then you see, you're going to come down more. What you were also doing really well on those good ones, on the slam dunk one, is you were releasing that club, really working it back here, like release 3, like really laying it down. That's why you were getting the height. You don't want to be doing that from this type of lie. You want to be putting it into a release 1. Up. You see it still comes out then.
Yeah.
It's going to run a little bit more, but what you're not doing is risking the bounce, okay? And I think that's important for you to have the understanding of how to adapt, because that's really actually quite compact there, isn't it? So let's see that then. Then I'm going to put back on a good lie, see if you can do it again. So shaft forward, open the face, both feet forward an inch, lean everything this way. Very good. Hinge it early and down. Beautiful, beautiful. That's serious high IQ stuff. If you could read it, it'd change the attack, yeah?
I'm going to write all this down when I get home.
Good. There's a good book out we've got all in as well, which I've got for you. Okay.
Is there?
So
all right,
notes,
thanks.
Yeah. All right. So soft sand.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go back to the ball position forward. There you go. Now that's superb. Right down it. Oh, absolute fantastic. I mean, that is amazing. There you go. That was it. So what are you up to these days? I know you went to management, didn't you?
Yeah.
And more media stuff these days?
Got offered a contract to do TalkSport and TV. So I thought I'll try and do that for a couple of years, and I've been like 8 years on. So and I enjoy it. A lot
of fun on there.
Oh well, we all get on great. Alan Brazil is obviously a character that I think everybody wants to work with and wants to sit and have a pint with. And he's exactly like he is on the radio, off the radio. And we've all been Braziled, where
go out for a quiet drink.
The quiet drink starts at 10:30 in the morning, and before you know it, you get to the lunch that you were supposed to go to, and you're already in trouble. So Ray Parler, Jamie O'Hara, Cundy, we got a team. Adrian Durham's brilliant. You know, there's a team and it works. And really, we try and entertain. Really, just imagine you're in the pub and you're talking about football. And you've got the different characters. Simon Jordan's the baddie. Like even in Phantom of the Opera, any form of entertainment, you have the baddie. You have the alcoholic, and you have, well, I'm not saying Alan's the alcoholic, but we just have characters round there who talk about football, and so we try and give an insight. I try and give an insight on what you might not notice. And I try and say what people are thinking, and I don't care if I upset people.
So we're getting it out. Should we have just a quick look at the putting?
Yeah, go on then.
See if there's something obvious there.
Yeah,
let's have a
please.
Look. Right, so we've got the short game much tighter. You're going to get in this 6-7 foot radius, hopefully a lot more now. You're saying you're not holding your fair share. Can I just have a little look at your view? Straight up, I'll say right edge, this one, slightly uphill, giving you quite an easy one here. Nice. This is a brand new putty, you say?
First time I've used it.
Ever used it? You're like raiding the pro shop stores. Oh, that's a bit. I know it's gone in, but I can see. Okay, just a couple more. What do you tend to get generally? I mean,
I miss them both ways.
Both ways, yeah.
Leave a lot of putts short, and you're not going to believe this. I've never ever walked off the golf course and said, "I hold everything today." I've never had one of them days.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Never. I'm 60.
Yeah. Okay, can't miss. Can't miss, look at that. Secret is
It's
just
the
buy a new
putter.
putter, everyone. Just buy a new putter. Get the honeymoon effect. Oh, he's missed one. He's missed one. I mean, I think you set up to it really nicely. Your ball position is good. You get the putter extension of your left arm, which I like to see. You aim it well as well. Very important you do that, but yeah, just, you want the putter lining up the arm, and then that really helps with the sort of the pendulum action. So
Okay.
I think you're good there. If you set up to it, it's a bit like your chipping at the beginning. It gets a little bit into out, and it gets quite short going back. So I just worked just on getting the same length back and through, and really feel like you're keeping the club very much with the shoulder pushing the club a little more in front of you.
Right.
And not letting it get in, and that's why you're saying you get a bit of two-way miss at times. Yeah.
Right.
So I'd doing a lot of work, get 2 rods there, and just work through those rods. Okay, as a really nice simple practice for you.
So it's just
from
push it
there.
away there.
Yeah. Just keep it in front a little bit more. Yeah, that was a better plane. Like you got it back better there. So that's really Raymond. Okay, how does that feel going back?
Feels like I'm swinging across it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm going like that.
Yeah. So look.
I'm exaggerating a bit.
Just aim in here, Dean. So as you're getting further away, you've got to be up here with the brake. Yeah, that was a nice one. Good putt. Up here. I think it's just trying to get the hands. The hands look like they want to start it a little too much. If you drop the putter on the ground for a second and just put the palms together like that, and really just feel like you're just rocking from the shoulders. If we can just try and take the hands a little out the stroke for you, this will be keeping it really simple. Hands together, really solid legs, hips into your feet, really solid, and just make that little rocking action. And as a drill, that sort of little prayer drill there, that's a really nice exercise because it just, you've got to feel like you're working it more from here. Really, it's the top of the spine. Go back, top of the spine, and it works this way, yeah? Whereas I would say longer term, certainly you tend to get too much in.
I'm doing that, am I?
Yeah, there's too much of that involved. So I do a lot of that drill, but a lot of it just without a putter, just to get the feeling of the bigger muscles doing it more. Just aiming, that's it, up here. That's it. You sometimes aim a little left, like that was just, your aim was at the hole. You've got to be more up. Your brake here is there, right? Nice stroke, that, really good. What's your aim? Up here. That's it. Push from the shoulder. Really good. That's a much better line of swing. And if you watch that back, if you're on the down the line camera, you'll see how the first few putts, I know you were knocking them in, but you were in there, yeah. And the long term, that's not going to be the way to go. What's your aim? Much better line as well. Very good.
Am I gripping it properly?
Well, there's a number of ways to grip it. There's not really one way to grip it. Just lift it in the air. So look. Okay. Yeah. So you're sort of what you're using there is a standard overlap grip, which you might use in your full swing. Something that might help you take the hands out is you could actually just switch. So you go right hand. This is my grip, okay, and this would be Tiger's grip, and You know, Brad Faxon's, all these great putters over the years have done what you call a reverse overlap, where you put all the right finger, everything with the right hand's on the grip, and your left finger then goes over the top. So it's a reverse overlap.
All right.
There's full swing and there's putting.
Right.
And what it does then is it lengthens this thumb here, and it creates a bit more of a structure here, which makes it quite hard to get the other hand's doing too much. So yeah, you just try that. So right hand everything
Just
on.
like that.
That's it. Yeah, and you should feel like this is a bit more extended there. Yeah. How did that grip feel? Apart from being weird.
It feels like,
less handsy, hopefully.
yeah, it feels like I can move that away easier.
Yeah, I agree. Look, if you think about it, if this thumb here, this just gets short here, right? It's quite easy to do that. In full swing, you need a little bit of hinge, obviously. If you lengthen the thumb, okay, it's going to encourage more of that straighter,
Right.
less wristy backswing. Nice. Same in a bit low there, up here. That's it. It's good. A little bit of right hand in that one. Good. Come on.
I was inside.
Yeah, good. You're feeling it. Great. Right, come on. From the shoulders, back of the spine, shoulders, push the club away, straighter. Much better takeaway. Very good. Proper putt. There we go. All right. A couple of bits
Amazing.
to think about there. But listen, great session.
No, thanks very much.
We've run through it all.
Thanks.
Great fun.
I'm optimistic now about my golf.
Well, you should be. You know, you can play the game. What you've got to do now, next few weeks, is just cement it a bit, practice it, work on those key points, and don't forget what I said about at the beginning. Start to see the shot a little bit more, because I think that's really important. You blend in the technical and the mental side now. But you've got your chip and run shot so much better, wasn't it? The strike there, soft landing shot. You're understanding that a lot more. Bunker shots, wow, slam dunked it, incredible. Like I don't see many of those. And yeah, a few putting bits as well. But listen, thanks for the stories. It was great listening to that as well.
Good.
And
You might have to cut half of them out.
we'll see. We've got a good editor,
Yeah.
and hopefully we'll get you back and we'll play. We'll go out for 9
Yeah,
holes and
great.
see you take it to the golf course. But yeah, thanks again, Dean.
No, thanks
Brilliant.
very much. And most of all, I go to sleep watching your videos.
Okay, well,
In the right way.
That's an endorsement.
In the right way.
Listen, hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you take some bits out of that to put into your own game, because this rolling inside is a really common fault. It's one I see a lot. So work on that. Hopefully that helps your own short game, helps shoot lower scores, and we'll see you next time.